Okay, salut, it's Alex. So you know that I recently bought and hacked a pasta machine, a heavy-duty pasta machine straight from a factory in China. Of course, I have been using that machine to make a few ramen. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But also I've been trying without too much success, I'm afraid, to come up with a different recipe. And yesterday at the supermarket, I had like an illumination. And I just saw this. This is fresh pasta per la lasagne, which is odd because I've always been using dry pasta to make lasagna. Like, of course, lasagna! How could I miss it in the first place? Everybody loves it, but it's also like the perfect excuse just to step up your chef game to the next level. Like, not this level, like this level. So without further ado, let's just dive straight into it. So in French we call this onion, carrots and celery combination Mirepoix. I believe in Italy they call it soffritto, but it's always the same purpose, to bring a solid base of flavor to any dish. Will it be a soup, a stew or a sauce? And that is your very first chef skill. Number 1 is Mirepoix, as known as so 2F, 1F. 2F! 1, 2. So I just got this from a lovely subscriber. Thank you, man. Super light. So Mirepoix, and that's your second skill, is also the name of this cutting technique in which you are aiming at making those 1 centimeter cubes. Next starts the actual cooking game, because we need to make a solid tomato sauce. When it's nice and hot, add a good drizzle of olive oil and a knob of butter. Wow! The sizzling part is always the best. So in we go with meat. I've got some beef and some pork. So the idea right here is just to mix the meat between the body from the beef and the fat from the pork. And so start another chef technique, the caramelization process. And in technical terms it's called the Maillard reaction. Maillard. Not Maillard. I mean, the more you know. So I'm just gonna remove a bit of oil, because basically you don't want the food to deep fry, you want it to sear. Ah, voila, mon ami, voila. That is the Maillard reaction. Right, the meat is still browning over there. I just want to take this opportunity to, you know, pass on the most boring, super important, boring chef skill to you. Boring, which is health and safety. Whenever you handle meat, you need to wash your hands thoroughly. Spoiler alert, my hands are already clean. Still, let's pretend that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Vegetables. Two cloves of garlic. Ah, putain! I can't find any white wine, so I'm gonna use sake instead. It's the same, it's a dry white wine. New chef skills in 3, 2, 1, deglazing. The main idea here is just, you know, to unstick those caramelized bits from the bottom of the pan and to incorporate them in the sauce. Next step, a can of peeled tomato, plus another can of water. So now you want to lower the heat. Right, so while it's cooking over there, let me show you another chef skill. Take a few bay leaf and you pair them with a bunch of thyme. And basically you just tie them together. This is called a bouquet garni. It's supposed to infuse, a bit like tea, within our sauce over there. It is the very minimal version, the cheap version if you want. You can add rosemary, parsley, you know, make it your own. A bunch of herbs. That's better. Finally, put a lid on it and let it cook for about, 2 hours at least. 4 hours would be best. I'm gonna set this at the end of my studio just because it's too noisy, not because it doesn't smell good, it smells very good, but you know. Next, time to make pasta. But I can't just not use it. The traditional lasagne alla bolognese is made with green pasta. I'm not super fan of this. Which color usually comes from spinach. I'm gonna leave them out. I know Italian people are gonna be pissed off, but at least now they have a valid reason to be. So this is about 400 grams of flour, to which I'm gonna add 4 eggs. Super easy, 1 egg per 100 grams of flour. A good pinch of salt and a touch of olive oil. And that is, I believe, our chef skill number 7. Cooking should be done by now. I know I'm a bit of an actor, but still, what I've just seen inside is amazing! Because it's all confit, it's all caramelized, all those beautiful ingredients just became one. Well, I believe this is our chef skill number 8 right there. A tomato sauce, like one of the 5 mother sauces of the French cuisine. And by the way, also an Italian sauce. Okay, next, the second sauce of the lasagna alla bolognese. On va le redire, c'est de la merde. A white sauce, as known as Béchamel. So in a saucepan, go 100 grams of butter, medium heat, 100 grams of flour. And before you know, this is chef skill number 9. So basically that 1 part flour, 1 part butter mixture is called a roux, and it's at the base of any thickened food in the kitchen, like stews, soup, or sauces, like us. You should never leave your workstation. See? And then 1 liter whole milk. And now I'm seriously wondering why I did pick one of the smallest saucepan I got. Grate in a bit of nutmeg, not much, but you know, probably 1/5 of this. Salt, pepper. To know if your bechamel sauce has the right consistency, take the spatula or the spoon out of it, and then if you get this Red Sea effect, then the sauce is ready. Soft, buttery. That sauce is at the heart of so many dishes. So I guess it's a chef skill. Fresh pasta, white sauce, red sauce. Time to assemble the dish. So ideally, like if we were living in a perfect world, I would have a square dish. Whatever. I can't do this. Makes no sense. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna use this one instead. I know it's too big, but... This one is too big now. I need like... I got an idea. Ta-da! That is my ugly but practical solution to a real-life problem. Let's start again. Start of white sauce. Nice. Et voila. Red. And Parmesan cheese. Again. Putain, mais cette sauce, elle est méga bonne. And the last layer. I'm just gonna add a final layer of aluminium foil on top. Not that it's lacking any. In the oven it goes at 180 Celsius or 360 Fahrenheit for about 40 minutes, up to an hour probably, because it's a big boy, this one. Okay. I'm not gonna write, that lasagna dish on this chef skills list, because I don't think that's something you can reuse for another situation in the kitchen. However, I think we earned a new one. Adapt. In the kitchen you will encounter loads and loads of, problematic or difficult situations which you need to overcome one way or another. This one is not one of them, but adapt. Ooh! Huh? You've got the softness from those fresh pasta, you've got the creaminess, a consequence of using white sauce, the bite, the body, the bold caramelized flavor from the tomato sauce, very delicate crisp from the Parmesan cheese on top. J'en peux plus, je crève la dalle. So I guess I love everything about that dish, both from a tasting point of view where it's absolutely stunning, but also from a cook point of view where I think it's brilliant if you want to get better in the kitchen, and that's everything that this channel is all about. So lasagna, Alex, BFF for life. No, it's best friend. I hope you enjoyed that recipe. If you did, then please give this video a big thumbs up, like it, and share that over all your social media. You know how it works. And last, people, click subscribe because I make new videos every week. You know it's always about the food. It's about making food more inspirational. Anyway, take care, bye bye, salut.